guys, hey, Jared Beckstrand here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, ToneAndTighten.com, and these are going to be 5 of the best exercises that you can do to tone and strengthen your entire back. All you're going to need are a set of dumbbells. Let's go. All right, you guys, it is back day. This is one of my favorite groups to train, and as a physical therapist, it's an area that we simply don't pay enough attention to. I feel like one of the reasons behind this is because unless you have a gym membership, it's a little bit hard to come up with these exercises. You know, you walk into the gym and there's machines and cables and bands and pulleys. There's a lot of different things that you can do for a pull workout. What if you don't have any of that at your disposal? Well, that's what I wanted to address today. I wanted to take you through a complete back workout using just a pair of dumbbells. Now, when I say complete back workout, we're gonna hit the rhomboids, the trapezius, the lats, the lower back, and even some rotator cuffs, some corrective, rehabilitative type exercises in a great pull workout. All that you need are a pair of dumbbells. Let's get into it right now. Let's kick things off with one of my personal favorite lat exercises, the pull-up. Now, I know what you're saying, Jared, a pull-up is not a dumbbell exercise, but let me explain why the pull-up is effective and how we're going to mimic this motion with our dumbbells. Now, the pull-up is effective for the lats because we're taking the arm from a position of overhead, we're resisting this kind of down and back adduction motion. That is the motion that the lats take the upper arm through. Now, how can we best hit that at home with a pair of dumbbells? I've got 2 exercises to help us out. The first one is going to be a dumbbell pullover. Grab your dumbbells and lay down on your back. You're going to start with them straight up and over your head, and then you're going to let them fall above your head as close to the floor as you can get. From there, you're going to engage your lats. You're going to pull them up towards the ceiling. Now, note that I said as low to the ground as possible. This is not a dumbbell skull crusher. This is not a triceps exercise. In order to engage those lats, I want that arm up and over your head as much as you possibly can. Try to get your elbow down towards the ground, and then you're going to engage your lats to squeeze that weight up towards the top. Now, I'll give you sets and reps recommendations at the end of this video. Let's just talk technique first. Now, while I love this dumbbell pullover exercise for your lats, there is one major problem with it. We're only taking that resisted motion from overhead here to about right here. We know that the lats actually contribute all the way down into this motion. If we want to hit the entire lat muscle through its entire range of motion, we need to add one more exercise, and that is going to be the dumbbell row. Now, for this exercise, I prefer this done in a tripod position. You'll see some people do it with a knee and one hand up on a bench to perform that row. It just creates a little bit of an asymmetry in your platform, opens things up for a little bit more rotation than I prefer. I found that the tripod position that I'm going to demonstrate here works a little bit better. The other thing that you're going to call me out on is you say, Jared, well, it's a row motion. That's got to be for your rhomboids and your middle traps, right? Not always the case. What I want you to do is try to keep that elbow in nice and tucked close to your side. What you should feel there is more lat activation. The further your elbow gets away from your body, the more we're going to engage those interscapular muscles, those rhomboids and those traps, but keeping that elbow in tight is a great way to engage your lats through the remainder of that range of motion. When we combine this dumbbell row with the dumbbell pullover, we're working that latissimus through its entire range of motion, making it a great combination of exercises for your lats. Next, let's get into some middle back muscles, those rhomboids, the middle traps and lower traps. One of my favorite ways to do this is with a dumbbell bent over row. You're going to hold a pair of dumbbells out in front of you and hinge forward at your hips. It's important that you keep your lower back nice and straight and those lower back muscles engaged throughout this exercise. You're then going to perform the row by pulling your shoulder blades together and your elbows back behind you, and then slowly return to the starting position. I'm demonstrating here an underhand grip. You can also do an overhand grip. I'm demonstrating the underhand because I personally feel like I can get more shoulder blade retraction when I perform it in this manner. That means at the top, I'm simply emphasizing squeezing my shoulder blades together as much as possible. hold 1 to 2 seconds at the top of the rep, and then slowly return back down to the starting position. Those dumbbell bent over rows are a great exercise for those middle back muscles. Now, we can't talk about a complete dumbbell workout without mentioning the ERECTOR SPINAE group or those lower back muscles. My favorite exercise to engage these muscles and to strengthen them is going to be a dumbbell deadlift. To perform the dumbbell deadlift, you're simply going to hold the weights out in front of you, engage your lower back, engage your hips, hinge forward at your hips, and then pull with your glutes to return to that starting position. Now, the theme here is that those back muscles, those lower back muscles, love to work in connection with your glutes to extend your hips and extend your lower back. One great way to train those is to perform those two motions at the same time. That's what makes the dumbbell deadlift so effective. Your emphasis should be squeezing through the glutes. You're also going to feel this in your lower back as you return up to that upright position. Dumbbell deadlifts, get on board. Now, this last exercise is actually one of my favorite rehabilitative exercises. This is one that I give to patients with shoulder pain all the time. Let's talk about dumbbell face pulls. This is a great exercise for your lower traps and your rotator cuff muscles, two muscle groups that love to work in harmony with each other. If they don't work in harmony with each other, oftentimes that's the cause of a lot of the shoulder pain that you may be experiencing. So let's talk about a dumbbell face pull. What you're going to do is hinge forward at your hips. You've got a pair of lighter dumbbells. It does not take much weight with this one. And then your first move is to pull your shoulder blades down and back. I'm trying to sit my shoulder blades down into my back pockets. That's the first move that's going to start this exercise. You're then going to rotate the dumbbells up and back. So I'm lifting them up towards my head, but I'm also rotating my hand backwards. You'll see at the top of the rep, my thumb is actually pointing backwards towards you guys. That's going to kick on that teres minor and infraspinatus muscle, those often neglected external rotators that are going to take care of a lot of the postural issues that may or may not be leading to your shoulder pain. Slowly return that weight to the starting position after you've held it at the top for a second or two. Again, it doesn't take a lot of weight to do this. Remember, with this one, quality of repetitions is so much more important than quantity of repetitions. These dumbbell face pulls are probably my favorite way to finish up my dumbbell back workout. So how should you be performing these exercises? What are the sets? What are the reps? What are my recommendations? Now, honestly, the answer to that question is it depends on your goals. If your goals are muscle tone and muscle hypertrophy, we're going to keep our reps high in the 10 to 15 range, our sets low in the 3 to 4 range, keep the weight low to moderate, and your emphasis is on the eccentric or lowering part of the exercise. A nice, slow eccentric is going to help you to get those goals. Conversely, if your goal is strength, we're going to flip a lot of those numbers. We're going to keep our reps low in the 4 to 6 range, our sets high in the 4 to 6 range. The weight should be a little bit higher and can even ascend, meaning it can go up with subsequent sets. And the tempo, your emphasis is going to be on that concentric or pulling part of the workout. If you're looking for more back workouts, you guys, here are two of my favorites. Hope those help you guys out. If you haven't subscribed to Tone and Tighten already, hit this circle button right here to do that. I would love to see you back for future videos. And until next time, we'll see you soon.